What is going on, comic book gang? Is your boy John C, aka Year of the Collector, and I'm back again with another episode of thoughts and reviews. And this time, we are gonna go over Absolute Batman #1. Yes, we're a little behind the curve, but since the first arc basically just ended, I thought it was a great time to start talking about the series and how it's been so far. Again, not major spoilers when it comes to breaking down the complete issue. I will be showing some of the panels and some of the art. So if you haven't read this, I don't know why you haven't read it, but if you haven't read this yet, minor spoilers ahead. So the hype was well granted for this book. Everything about this series feels well thought out and planned. When it comes to the supporting characters, and this is something that I found very interesting, everyone has been shuffled around. I don't think it's going to be as simple as the bad guys are now the good guys, but I'm very invested in seeing how this new world altered by Darkseid molded their lives, right? And of course, we're talking about Batman's typical classic gallery of rogues: Catwoman, the Riddler, Penguin, Killer Croc, and the likes. These characters here in this universe are not supervillains as you typically know them. They are basically Bruce Wayne's childhood friends. And now that Bruce is an adult, they are still friends. And I think the other one I forgot to mention was Harvey Dent. So your Catwoman, Two-Face, Penguin, Riddler, Killer Croc, all those five. I'm going here off the top of my head. They're not villains. They are Bruce's childhood and lifelong friends. As far as the Batman goes, wow, this is different in a good way. This Dark Knight is a force. He's quite strong, tactical, precise, and prepared. As for Bruce, he's young, but he's quite dedicated to this life. Snyder came out swinging for the fences with this series, and I can't wait to see more. Bruce is basically a civil engineer. He works in construction sites. That's where most of his gadgets, raw materials come from, right? He steals basically construction materials for his bad gadgets, if you will. DR is a perfect fit for what Snyder wants to do. Nick Dragotta understood the assignment given to him by Snyder, and Frank Martin provides the aesthetics to define this new Gotham. Their creativity and boldness combined screams at you in every page. This is a new world. You may recognize some of it, but you don't know it yet. I'm excited about the Absolute universe. I think I saw Snyder talk to my friends at the Nerd Initiative about how he was trying to pitch this series to other people. And it wasn't until he talked to James Tynion before that Tynion basically told him, listen, love the pitch, but I think I would love it more if it was you who was writing it, right? Because Snyder was kind of like being positioned, or he was positioned, I should say, for DC to be the editor-in-chief for the new Absolute universe. Kind of like behind the scenes, recruiting people, putting books out, plotting the timeline of the universe and things like that. And he had the idea for the Absolute Batman. He just wanted other people to write it because he wanted to focus on shaping the world. And he ended up deciding to be the writer for this series. And also, in his mind, he had the idea that he wanted Absolute Batman to be like a force of nature, like, larger than life. He kept getting drafts for the character design from Dragotta, and he just kept sending them back saying, I want him to look bigger, bigger, bigger. That was just basically the one little comment he will little remark he will give Dragotta, until Dragotta just, basically drew a Bane wearing a Batman cowl, and Snyder was like, this is it. This is what I want. And lo and behold, it works, right? People came out in droves for Absolute Batman #1. I think the last figure I saw it had sold 250,000 copies of issue 1, of first print issue 1. Now we're up to like 6th print, on the 6th print of issue number 1. So this was a hit. It's an instant classic. People love it. The reviews are in. If you go to League of Comic Geeks, for example, the rating for issue number 1 was 4.6, basically exceptional. So yeah, what are your thoughts? What do you think about Absolute Baman or the Absolute universe in general? I'm gonna cut off this episode here. This was my thoughts and reviews of Absolute Baman number 1. Thank you for watching. You have a blessed day, and remember to read more comics.